Good morning. Lisa joins me this morning to bring you greetings from your many friends at UNC-Charlotte, and I bring greetings from the larger community of higher education, of university and college presidents who do what you do and who understand the significance of this day for you, for Lou and your sons, and for the community of Converse College as you are formally inaugurated as its 10th president. It was in 2012 that I created the position of Chief of Staff at UNC-Charlotte. Our institution had become too large and too complex for me not to have that kind of help. Now, I'll confess, I had already been a university president for 15 years, and I thought I'd done pretty well without a Chief of Staff. But it didn't take me long, after Krista was on the job, to realize that we could raise our game to new levels. Now, I did not know Krista very well at the time I asked her to serve in this new role. She had been our senior staff attorney for several years, and most of our interactions had been over things like construction contracts, an occasional employee grievance, or a student disciplinary appeal. But I figured that she would be a good fit for this job. She managed to deal incisively with difficult questions, and she was comfortable as my attorney, giving me her unvarnished advice. As Krista assumed the responsibilities of Chief of Staff, I realized it was important for me to get her ready for the step that she takes today. As my mentors had done for me, I tried to make sure that she had important professional development opportunities, like meeting people I didn't like, or taking on the tasks I really could not stand. But she kept smiling through it all. And she was terrific at leading special projects with tight timelines, like starting up a marching band to go with our new football program, improving our space management process, figuring out how to respond to the federal guidance on Title IX, and the mother of all assignments, organizing the first visit to our campus in 43 years by the 32-member University of North Carolina Board of Governors. What Krista could not have known going into that visit in 2015 was that Charlotte would be hit with a snowstorm that doesn't come in a generation, and it threatened to derail the planning that she had led for over a year. But the show did go on, and the next day, after the snow stopped, noisy student protesters showed up to make their opinions known to the board, and they were noisy. Krista persevered, though, managed to relocate the board meeting on the fly so the governors could complete their business. And by all accounts, it was the most flawlessly executed visit by the board to any campus. You already know that Krista has a great sense of humor, and a good bit of that wit that she mixes with wisdom is accounted for by her hardscrabble Midwestern upbringing. But I take some pride in that sense of humor as well. I've tried to teach her all of the good jokes that I've used over my 20 years as a college president, and to school her in the art of skillfully repeating the same joke 20 times. Krista, how many times have I opened receptions saying that my remarks would be brief by quoting the legendary Elizabeth Taylor, who said to each of her husbands, "I won't keep you long." Or in talking about the challenges of being a college president by quoting former President Lyndon Johnson, who said that being president is like being a jackass in a hailstorm. Some days you just stand there and take it. Maybe the most important thing that Krista has undoubtedly learned in this transition from UNC-Charlotte to Converse College is that you need to be both nimble and quick to move from the challenges of a large public urban research university founded in 1946 to a private liberal arts institution founded in 1889 with a residential undergraduate women's college. She had to quickly leave behind the green and white of the 49er and adopt the purple and gold of the Valkyrie. Her morning mantra is now voice, value, and vision. That replaced stake your claim. But make no mistake, the challenges for her here are significant. Harry Truman made famous the saying, "The buck stops here." But as one former college president observed, the president of a small college is lucky if she can find the buck at all. Learn where it stopped or discover who has it before it got to her. She will need your counsel and your unwavering support. As a college president, you quickly become aware of the fundamental mathematics that govern your daily life. No matter how much you have consulted, no matter how many people have weighed in on a major decision, every important decision you make as a college president will be supported by 90% of the campus community, but criticized by 10%. Make another decision, and 10% more will disagree. By the time you've made about 10 decisions, you've ticked everybody off. Your goal, Krista, as the former president of the University of California, Clark Kerr, said, is to avoid leaving your job the way you entered it, fired with enthusiasm. So, Krista, I know you will do well. And what you're doing is so important as I look and see these wonderful students here. Your success as a college president will be measured by the good that is done when each student takes full advantage of the gift that is a college education and a Converse College degree. You and your colleagues will make their lives better and more promising. There can be no higher calling, and I know of no one more ready to do it. Thank you.